Congratulations, we've made it to the playoffs. Thanks for being with us for our first postseason edition of Friday Night Blitz. I'm Brandon Kinnard. We begin with a team that's no stranger to this time of year, Kimberly. The Papermakers lost just one game this year. They still got a 3 seed. On top of that, they've got to play the one team that beat them, and that's Fond du Lac. Papermakers get it going right away on their opening drive. This is Blake Berry, who was more or less bottled up in the regular season meeting with Fondy, but there goes that man. 29-yard or 35-yard touchdown run puts the Makers up 7-0 early second quarter. This is on a 3rd and goal, so key play. Seth Myron to Isaac DeCant, reaches for the pylon, and he's got it. 4-yard touchdown puts Kimberly up 2 scores, and DeCant wasn't done. Myron hits him in stride, and the big man is gone. Makes it a 3-score lead as he rumbles to the end zone. Late first half, one more from the Bear. Blake Berry with his 2nd of the night. Papermakers running into the 2nd round with a 42-14 win. Here is Ben Boken.
I'm standing alongside head coach Chad Michaelwitz of Kimberly football, who just took down Fond du Lac in the first round of the playoffs. Coach, Fond du Lac took you guys down in the regular season, your only loss of the season. You know, what's it kind of mean to this program and to you to get a little redemption with this one?
Yeah, I think it's important. You don't often get times to redeem yourself in the game of football. We did tonight. Truly, it wasn't about Fond du Lac, but I think for our guys to come out here and, you know, teams question how good are we with the loss to a 5-4 team, and we felt that Fond du Lac was a very good team, but to come out here and perform the way we did was very nice to see.
You guys are going to be playing NEENAH next week for 2nd round of the playoffs, and you already faced off against them this season. You know, how do you prepare for them this week, and what are you going to be telling your players?
Yeah, I think we used tonight as a great learning tool because the mindset of NEENAH is going to be what ours was tonight, you know. So NEENAH's a very good football team. They can run, which is a recipe for success in the playoffs. And, you know, just because you throw that score out the window. They're a 9-1 football team, as are we. We're 1-0. We're both 1-0 for the playoffs. So it's about, you know, sharpening your tools and executing on Friday night. You can't worry about what they do. You just got to execute what you do to the best of your ability.
All right, thank you, Coach, and good luck.
Thank you.
Love that answer there from Coach. Thank you, Chad and Ben. Let's see how NEENAH got it done tonight. They're hosting Brookfield East late first quarter. Well, he mentioned they can run it. It's usually this guy, Jace Jenkins, there with the short TD score, puts the home team up a touchdown. Brookfield East into the 2nd quarter, responding. This is Matthew Schmanda, the quarterback keeper. Game tied at 7. And here goes that man again. It's Jace, flying by everybody to the end zone. Puts NEENAH up for good. They win it 40-14, so we get that Kimberly-NEENAH rematch next week. In a different D1 region, it's top overall seed Bayport hosting PERE. 2nd time these two have played in the last 3 weeks, and it was a great start from the underdog Redbirds on a 4th and goal. Easton Arndt scrambles and hits Hayden May for the short touchdown and caps off a 10-plus minute opening drive. So the Redbirds have the lead, but not for long. Less than 3 minutes later, a quick strike from Bayport. Blake Bookinger, their running back, 29 yards there. We're tied at 7. And, well, more where that came from. Benson keeps it rolling. He hits Shipley here. Brett Shipley for the long pass, 49 yards down inside the 10, and Benson punches it in a play later for the score. Bayport pulls away to win it, 42-14. To Division II now, 3rd-seeded West of PERE hosting Holman. Phantoms felt they were underseeded, and they were out to prove it here. Late first half, Duke Shovald sets up the little screen to Najee Mitchell. Well, it's the same stars we saw all through the regular season doing work in round 1 here tonight. Najee, who had that great senior year, not done yet. 36-yard score puts him up 42-7 at half. And his first touch of the 2nd half, there he goes again. Just a casual Friday stroll. Checking out the fall colors, all that. Look at that score, 56-7. A big win for the Phantoms. They play New Richmond next week. In Division III, Menasha and Baraboo will pick it up in the 2nd half. This is on 3rd and 14. A.J. Korth, the play fake, and hits his man in stride. That's Ty Schwartzkopf. First down and then some. Menasha touchdown puts him up 3 scores, 21-0. Late 3rd quarter now, some misdirection here. Keep an eye on the top of your screen. It's Schwartzkopf again, who's got the football and outraces everyone to the pylon for the touchdown. Menasha wins it 27-0. They will get a rematch with Notre Dame in level 2. Time for a quick breather. We'll pick it right back up when we return. Some good matchups in Division 4, including a Bay Conference team trying to beat the NEC for just the second time all season long. That's next on The Blitz. In the regular season, the Northeastern Conference dominated crossover play with the Bay Conference. NEC teams went 23-1 against Bay teams. But tonight, Xavier trying to reverse that fortune. The Hawks on the road at WRIGHTSTOWN, a team they did not play in the regular season. Tigers in the red zone here, but costly turnover. Loose ball. Eli Mayers of the Hawks has it in the second quarter. Xavier now on that side of the field inside the 10, and whoop. Oh, fumble of their own. Isaiah Pennenberg gets it for the Tigers. How about some trickery here? WRIGHTSTOWN on offense. The double pass. Conlon Lasecki hits Ben Alvey. Nice grab along the sidelines. No score on that drive, though. Xavier up by 3 at the half. In the second half there, after a block punt, Pennenberg with the touchdown. Xavier answering. A huge rushing touchdown here. That gives them the lead, 10-7. And then a 4th and goal from the Tigers. Reed Hippis punches it in to extend it to a 2-score game, 17-7. The Hawks go on to win by that score. Here's John Miller.
It was a sloppy first half for number 5 seed Xavier, but after halftime, they really put it all together with stout defense, and they got their offense going in order to win 17-7 and get the upset over number 4 seed WRIGHTSTOWN.
We answered, and then our kids absolutely, you know, we got that lead back. They were like, there's no way we're going to surrender to this lead, and we're going to finish, and they did. It was just a huge character thing against a very, very proud program and tradition team here on their home field. We lost our first-string quarterback and our second-string quarterback, so we were down to our third string, but we have confidence in our kids, and it's a team mentality that we have, and we just told our kids that, you know, most stars aren't playing both ways, that this is going to be a fourth-quarter game and that we were going to win this game in the fourth quarter, and we did.
Next up for Xavier, they take on number 1 seed Little Chute. Back to you, Brandon.
And Little Chute only won the regular season matchup there by 8, 14-6. Could be a good one. Division 4 still, Freedom and O'Connell Falls. Carter Krewalt on the first possession of the game. Well, we just did a feature on him. Nice story by John the other day. This is why the kid can play, tiptoeing the sideline there to put the Irish up 6-0. Next drive, he's at it again. Krewalt's second of the day makes it 13-zip. Then on the first play of the second quarter, Matt Weingard to his tight end, Carson Clausen. Freedom with the early lead, and they cruise to a 49-22 win. They'll face Berlin in level 2. Two Rivers went unbeaten, but still got a 3 seed, so their revenge tour beginning tonight against Kettle Moraine Lutheran. Second quarter, Purple Raiders already leading and extending it. Chase Mathias breaking free all the way down the left sideline here. Stay with them, stay with them, stay with them. He's in. 27-7, Purple Raiders on top, and there's more where that came from. Mathias again makes it 34-7. Two Rivers, the highest scoring team in the state, wins it 48-14. And in Division 5, Sturgeon Bay in the playoffs for the first time in 10 years. They're taking on Packerland rival Kewanee. First touchdown coming on special teams. Owen Carlson, you've seen him before. Dangerous with the football in his hands, and watch him here. Cutting it all the way back across the field. Nice little spin move, and he is gone. 7-0 Storm. Later in the first quarter, Mitchell Thompson through the air to Maddox Miller. Nice grab there, and he will just drag some dudes into the end zone. 14-0. This Kewanee team is really good. Then Thompson on the ground, extending it to 21-0. The Storm hangs 71 on them. They advance to level 2, 71-6.